So, hello guys, a warm welcome back to the classic map of Erangel. Last match was taken by Team TDS. Let's see who takes the chicken dinner this time in this classic map of Erangel, loved by all Indians, loved by majority of the PUBG players. And this is where everyone takes the fight head on and no one fears the other teams. Now looking at the plane path, it's straight headed towards on top of Pochinki, towards the Ghatka side and the western side of Georgopol. In the meantime, we see drop locations of Team Hunk. They are going towards the bridge, and Team H2O might just opt for Pochinki. Team DSN is heading towards the mansion side. From there they might just go towards Yasnaya. Now Team Hunk is going for the vehicles first to secure the vehicles, and they would definitely do the rotation as planned. Now we see Pochinki, there are only two squads, Team 14 and Team 24. Now this fight will take a long time, as Pochinki is all about taking TPPs and having patience. Like, every squad wants the other squad to let that loophole, let that opening come from the opponent side, and they would just pound upon the squad as soon as one gets knocked. Looking at the overview, if we can see the position of all the members of the two squads. So the H2O squad has dropped towards the 5 houses, and Rage squad is a little bit far off towards the northern part of Pochinki, and no one. And in the meantime, Team T2C Dante, he is relaying information for his teammates that the location of the teammates, that is eventually will be helpful for them to do the rotations in Pochinki. I mean, Pochinki is all about rotations and bringing out that slightest of angles that can be utilized, that can be used for in on top of in advantage of you. Now moving on towards the other squads, and we see DPR phase taking down Auth Omega. So DPR squad is yet again in action towards the beginning of the match, and the fight is taking place inside the military base region. Hence see Matrix Phantom takes down Illusion Rahul with his Desert Eagle. Now this is what every squad needs to do. Pick up any gun you like, pick up any gun that you see, and just go flexing around. Now Cairo Max is on top of the C buildings, and he can have a clear view towards the military base office side, but you know what, he can just get spotted by BT6 OP, FFP Crux, and FFP Ghost manages to revive NYX Sandy OP in the meantime. Now BT6 OP is inside this observatory, and he sees Hunk Mohit rotating in front of him, and he lands some SLR shots, but definitely didn't connect. He still tries his best to connect some shots, but all in vain. Now Crux has angle on DPR phase. I mean, Team FFP and DPR both are from same clan, so this is a cold war going on right now. In the meantime, we see Auth joining in this fight from the left hand side. And Crux gets shot at from the C buildings, and he would definitely be careful. If only he had 8 times in his SKS, he could have wreaked havoc on team DPR. In the meantime, we see Hunk squad taking a peculiar rotation. I mean, that might be their strategy, that to secure vehicles first and then go for the fights. In the meantime, we see a hot drop towards the Georgia City, and even Primorsk. We can see squad number 15 and 21 inside a head-on collision. And in the meantime, team number 20, they are rotating from Kamensky side, from Stelber down to Yasnaya. Now team TSN, I mean, they are the squads. They might have that huge amount of gun power, and we know that they have a great amount of gun power, and every other team knows what they can do to other teams, so they definitely need to be careful. Now team Trans OP is just lurking on the outskirts of Rozhok, and taking a world view, we can see no other team is beside them. Instead, team PDX Ninja, who is near the school apartments, and I can see no one in the Rozhok side, but in the meantime we see somewhere down the lane Rage being knocked by someone, and team TSN is definitely opting to secure some vehicles first for their rotation purpose, and Rage clan is wreaking havoc on team H2O. Now, if I'm sorry for this delay to show you guys the fights, but this is a classic Pochinki fight. In the meantime, Dreamer getting confirmed, and Psycho didn't know that there was someone who inside a broken wall, and team H2O gets wiped out by team Rage in a snap, like in a Thanos snap. GG's to team Rage for picking up that initial 4 kills. That was great. If only I could have shown you guys the fight, it would have been much better this time. In the meantime, if we switch over to Toxic Clan, they are near the bridge, near the ferry pier side, and they know the location of team number 11, so they are being careful this time that no casualties take place initially. But team number 11, is there only one member in front of them? Now this is the squad from ground zero. Now team number 11 has definitely given the call to his teammates that we should go from here, we should loot first, check out for vehicles, check out for loots, and then fight. Now the first drop is near ferry pier itself, so both team ground zero and team RDX can opt for the drop. In the meantime, if we switch over to team TDS, oh no, they're all in one vehicle, and one good spray can wipe this team yet again with in a Thanos snap. Definitely they are going for the vehicles, but they can't find any, so they need to be very careful that once there is any spray coming, you better be careful, or else you are getting wiped as soon as you heard some gunshots from behind or sides. Now if I move over to team Hunk, now team Hunk has already rotated towards the bridge, and they are ready for a bridge camp. They might not know that Auth clan is definitely camping these compounds from the beginning itself. Oh, the flare drops has attracted team Hunk, and they are definitely willing to take those fights and get those level 3 loadouts, level 3 guns, sorry, not level 3 guns, those high DPS guns like MK14s, Grozas, M249. So they are definitely willing to take this fight. I mean, why not? Like, when you have players like Hunk Peekaboo, who's got the huge amount of gun power, whereas in the meantime we see Ground Zero Razor taking down Toxic Bad Boy, and what, Ground Zero wipes out Team Toxic, and Phantom comes in the kill fade as well with his beautiful grenade on Illusion Blaze. That was a nice Coral spray with 4x times. The Odd Prince is taken down by Hunk Mobile. Now the position of all the Hunk's members, they are amazingly, you can say amazing, you can say peculiar, as they are all split up in different positions, and those angles covered is huge amount, so you cannot escape. In the meantime, it's STM taking down Ground Zero Mammoth. Now Indian squads are definitely getting accustomed with this type of gameplays, where you knock one, you finish one, and you go for the next. Now Team Agent Racer taking out Android 17. Now if I remember, Android 17 is from Dragon Ball Z. Now I'm a very big fan of Android 17. Like, he was the one who definitely revived Universe 7, right? Now Chexi, and what? Chexi taking out Team Phonepe, and Team HL Bablu didn't know that Voldemort was behind him, and the other members of Team HL, one is on top of the tower, and he's trying to give cover fires, but all in vain. Now it's all down to Voldemort and Chexi Bond. Munda is definitely bleeding, so he needs to have that raise in no time, or else he will just bleed out, and the zones has already ticked in, so you better be fast, or else it's gone for you. Yes, Munda takes down Team HL, but I don't think so Munda will be revived any further, and not Team HL. No, that revive is not possible. Yes, that is not possible. So it's all down to Chexi Bond and Voldemort. They have already racked up 3 kills, and 2 coming from this player Voldemort in front of your screen. Now moving on towards the next squad, we can see team number 20 is holding to the center of the circle, and team number 18, that is Team Illusion, Trans OP, Team Illusion, Drax OP and Viper OP, they are definitely in a good spot where they can gatekeep, where they can just rack kills, take down kills, take down players from varieties of direction, and they would have kills from 0 to 10 in no time if they are able to manage all the pushes coming towards them. Now there is a lot of cluster towards the bridge, I mean the front gate of the bridge. Now, if I'm not wrong, Team Hunk, oh, they have already lost Team Hunk Devil OP, so they're down to 3-man squad, and they have already started their rotations. Little did they know that there is someone definitely bridge camping and waiting for them, and not only someone, it's like 2-3 squads, all of them are waiting for this squad that just come inside the trap and will take you down in no time. Now Hunk Mohit is running an arm, so can we get to see some freaking headshots and take down those level 3 gears from players. Now SMT Shubham landing some shots on Rage Clan. I mean, Rage Clan was in Pochinki, so they did manage to rotate pretty early from Pochinki towards the upper side of this bridge. They definitely have a good spot over there, but as far as I remember, once we also played and there was a similar type of zone, and we means we GW players opted for this split rotation, coming towards this bridge, and in the position of STM was the Hunk squad, and they definitely landed some heavy blows to us. Now DLT Abhishek and all the DLT members are near the ferry pier, so they're just waiting, they're just chilling for the zone to end. And look from where Team LF is rotating. Now that is a typical Team Soul rotation, so that rotation is definitely amazing. I mean, it can work out for your good, but it may not, even because you don't get the proper loot of level 2 even from those tiny little compounds that you are seeing on front of your screen. They might also be gatekept by team number 21, that is X Deadshot Storm X. Now the bridge is definitely the hotspot right now. So moving on to the bridge, we can see Team STM Thanos TDS, team number 19, team number 14 and Hunk Squad all at the same place. They're all holding that's compounds for themselves. And one of the members of Hunk did manage to cross the bridge and hold the petrol pump. Now that would be quite a great rotation, but only if no squad at the same time rushes at you and you will be taken down, and you can't just get cover fires from your teammates. Whereas in the meantime, we see somewhere PDX getting knocked and someone fired a flare towards the north side, and STM decides to rotate inside the zone without waiting any further, without doing some delay anymore. Now TDS, yes, this is what I was saying, that TDS takes down Hunk Peekaboo, and I don't think that Hunk Peekaboo would get revived anymore. Yes, he won't be revived. And team number 10 has definitely rushed on Hunk Peekaboo, and I mean, this is definitely a commentator's curse on Hunk Peekaboo. I'm very sorry for that, but you better be careful when you do this type of rotations. Just look for that you have your friends cover fire coming in at the right time, or else you are so screwed. And the same thing happened for the Hunk Squad. Definitely a well tried strategy. They need to polish the strategy even more so that they can come up with a better effective results in the near future. Now Hunk Nishant, who was STE Nishant from till yesterday, has joined Hunk clan. He's taking a dip, he's taking a swim inside the water, and he's being shot at, and if he gets spotted, that is a knock and finish instantly. Now moving on to team RDX, they are rotating from Pochinki, and none of the members, I repeat, no one has vehicles, so they are opting for a marathon rotation where people are running around. They maybe get killed by squad number 22 and 12 so badly that they would just die outside the circle. I mean, you can take it as an advice, or you can take it as an advice from a player who has already played, I mean, FFP customs, that you should definitely go for vehicles, securing vehicles first instead of looting, so that you just don't get trapped inside the blue zone and you are so screwed that you have nowhere to run, nowhere to go, and all of you die at the same time. Now this is definitely my opinion, so there might be some changes, or you might differ from my opinion or strategies. The Pochinki Hills, I mean the southern side of Gatka, is definitely empty, so people going for that hill might be lucky enough, as they might drag some kills from there. There's a high ground over there, but definitely if you don't have vehicles you cannot do that, because you need some cover. And in the meantime, Drop Shot runs over team TDS members, and Warrior takes down Matrix HD45 and instantly gets finished by Miss Me. Now Rage clan is on a fire. They are just wrecking havoc on teams from different clans. Now Team Trans, they are still holding, oh, they are at the dead smack center of the circle. Now this is a very good IGLing, where you can get the circles in favor of you. Leaving kills, leaving the fact that you don't have kills, the thing that matters is position. Once you have position, I mean, look at the alive, that is 61, and if you have a good position, you can rack 12-15 kills in no time. Now bridge, that petrol pump near front of the bridge is yet again clustered, and team 19, 14, so many different squads, they are opting for the rotation. And STM Shubham, now he is the first casualty inside that blind rush for the good position inside the zone. Now people usually rotate with the vehicles, but once they are sprayed down, you have no position to pick your teammates up. But no, STM Shubham has got good friends, good teammates, so he gets the revive. Now we can see a head-on fight between Team Rage and Team STM. Now TBP Saurav has flanked from the left. Team Rage, if they don't know Saurav's location, he can be that venomous snake inside the on the grass who would sting you so hard. Now this is a proper 4v4 classic fight. Let's see who comes up on top of the other squad. Now every player has that capability, has that ability to take down, and in the meantime Rage Carnage taking that grenade damage. And look at that, yet again I have a commentator's curse, and RDX taken down by Play Zone. I mean, why? I shouldn't say these to myself. Now Clan STM, they opted for rotation. They are not taking the fight anymore. They are like, bye bye, have a great time, we'll take the fight somewhere later. And Hunk, no, Hunk pick up Hunk Mohit. He was so close for his elimination, but yes, he was taken down ultimately, and it's all down to Hunk Nishant. I mean, that was very bad rotation from Hunk squad, and it's all down to Hunk Nishant, who is who has that Groza in his hand, which can easily do a 1v4 or 1v3s. But definitely you have to have that courage, you have to have that proper position and confidence in you to do that 1v4s, 1v2s. Team Auth is being very careful because they have already heard that suppressed Groza sound, and they are like, no, we are not taking this fight right away. We'll be using throwables, we'll be using mollies and bring you down. And let's see who is and let's see how you win on a head-on fight with the team. And as I said, Hunk Nishant knocks and confirms Auth Hulk. Auth Hulk, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You have that Scarrel, and Nishant had Groza in his hand. And Scarrel is no match for suppressed Groza. Now Nishant has to go inside the play zone. So anybody has to take this fight. It's either Auth or Hunk. Who will come on top? Or is it that Hunk will go for a hill battle? Now LUCIFER has 2 medkits and 1 painkiller, so he is still waiting. He is still waiting for Hunk Nishant to show himself up and he can take him down. But better be careful, because Hunk Nishant has Groza. And wait a minute, LUCIFER still has AKM, and that is like smaller brother of Groza. Younger brother of Groza, basically. And if this fight continues for a long time, the both of them will be taken down by the zone. And yes, the both of them will be taken down by the zone. Yes, I'm pretty sure about that. Yes, play zone takes out LUCIFER. I mean, 3 times players are having a commentator's curse by now. In the meantime, we see Miss Me taking down DPR Bala OP, and Hunk Nishant has only one medkit left. And boom, there is nowhere to run. GG's to Team Hunk. Now FFP Crux, they are stuck in a very bad position, and look at the hard shift of the circle towards the eastern side, and DPR Bala OP gets taken down by the zone. Now Team TSN, now they have to come in fight. Now they have to show what they are capable of. And yes, they are showing definitely. They've already racked up 2 kills. Now there are a lot of other players who definitely know their location and would like to spray them down. And Drax OP was down to 5 HPs from DPR God. All the players out of 39, it's more than a half who is outside the zone. Now Drax OP and other members of TSN, they are opting for the rotation. They're being sprayed. Team TSN is being sprayed so hard, and they have got nowhere to run but to escape. And for how long? For how long they can manage this escape? But somehow they manage that brutal spray coming in from team squad number 7. But they are heading straight towards Team LF, they're all solo players rotating in the vehicles, and we see Team LF Tectonic taking down members from Rage with their buggy. Brawly, there's a snake inside the grass. And they couldn't spot him. I mean, that was so sad. So saddening to see that the snake took the squad down. And it's all down to Trans OP, who has 2 medkits. But yes, he might just survive the zone. And yes, he did manage to get inside the circle, but he needs to heal himself up right now. Now it's 8 teams left, and Raptor Razor Rishi is being revived by DPR Sharf. The Raptor Grizzly, he is the guy to take Brawly and one member from TSN. And with the Gilly, they were like, they couldn't see that Raptor Grizzly anywhere. Now the zones kind of shifted towards the southern side, and it's all favored to team number 20, Nemesis. It's Nemesis or it's Nemesis, I don't know, but they are being favored right now. And there's a mixture of squads. Now Raw iBadass has 2 kills for himself. And they definitely have their vehicle covers, and they are definitely inside the zone, so they would get hit yet again. PDX clan, and PDX clan is a very, and that is a beautiful DP burst from Raw iBadass. Now Raw iBadass will be picked by his teammates right now, and yes, the revive is possible because you are inside the zone. But what? But no, that random Car 98 shot to Raw iBadass. Now PDOX strikes revives his teammate, but they need to get in the circle. I mean, a part of the circle is behind that broken wall, and Ninja is taken down yet again. Ninja has already 4 kills, and this squad has 7 kills. So this time they are not opting for this passive gameplays, rather they are going for this aggressive style. Now team number 20 has racked up 4 kills in no time. Now kill stealing is definitely a part of this game, where you knock a guy but the kill is stolen by some other. So you need to confirm your kill instantly. In a custom, you cannot just, you don't have that time. and that was a nice spray coming in from M4 6 times from Nemesis Venom, and DPR Sharp take down members from PDX, and PDX is down to a single guy, and it's all down to PDX strikes and one grenade, and one grenade can definitely do all it can. It can wipe out in PDX instantly, and it's 3 teams left. Is 3v1 scenario, and Team PDX strikes would be oh, he couldn't connect that spray, and no, that was very blunt move from PDX, because you can't reveal your location when you are the solo member left, and he was a shot at from different directions, and it's 3v3 situation, and the match is finished before I could even spectate, and it's taken down by a mixture of clans from RZ, DPR and DPR. I mean, they're members of the same clan, with 7 kills coming from NWO Shivan, who is the highest fragger, #1 fragger of this match. Grizzly OP taking 3 kills in the name of for himself. Second is Nemesis. Third, yet again consistent performance from Team PDX. Now check, see, they did manage to climb this time to the 4th position with 2 kills. No, with 7 kills. Voldemort coming up with that 5 freaking kills. That is insanely good. Now FFP is at 5th position. BT Sex OP manages to no, it's FFP Ghost manages 3 kills. FFP Crux with 4 kills. Now Team Illusion 6 at 6. Team Trance at 7th. Rage at 8th. RDX at 9th. 10th is STM. 11th is LF and LF Tectonic and their members. Team 12 is DPR. Team 13 is Hunk. Team 14 is again a mixture of clan. Team 15 is Auth. Team 16 is DLT. Team 17 is TDS. Team 18 is Matrix Phantom and his members. Team 19 is Spark Slayer, the Spark clan. Team 20 is Team HL Racer. That was a poor performance, as Team Racer we couldn't see some knocks coming in from Racer this time. Team 21 is Ground Zero. Team 22 is again a squad from Illusion. Team 23 is Toxic, and Team 24 is H2O Dreamer and his members.